A healthy fancy mouse will live on average 18 to 30 months, depending on genetic predisposition. Like most mammals, mice are susceptible to fleas, mites, ticks, and other skin parasites, as well as intestinal parasites. The cage should be cleaned regularly, and preferably treated with antimite spray. Mice are particularly sensitive to drafts and may pick up colds and other flu-like conditions. Mice can also overgroom when stressed, leading to skin irritations and fur loss. Older mice, older than a year, are susceptible to tumors, especially breast cancer in females, as the mammary tissue is distributed around much of the body. Other common cancers in mice are leukemia and lymphoma. The reason that mice, as well as many other small animals, get ill easier is due to their genomes containing more viruses. Persistent problems should be referred to a veterinarian, although finding a veterinarian with experience in treating mice can be difficult, however not impossible. Like people, fancy mice can become obese if they overeat and do not get enough physical activity. This can lead to them developing life-threatening cardiovascular disorders and diabetes as well as arthritis. Activity aids such as tubes and wheels are useful for ensuring mice get enough exercise, as well as mental stimulation. Mice also love to climb, and a wire cage with horizontal bars is perfect for this. A mouse set loose for exercise should be carefully observed, as they tend to scurry into a hiding spot and can be difficult to retrieve. As rodents, mice must gnaw to keep their incisors from growing too long. Overgrown teeth can cause occlusion, blockage, of the mouth, which in extreme cases can lead to starvation. Hard foodstuffs, small pieces of wood or specially prepared blocks can suit this purpose, although some mice can grind their teeth together, bruxing, to keep them short. In rare cases, a mouse may not be able to gnaw effectively, either from malformed incisors or jaws, and so its teeth must be trimmed by a veterinarian. Mice self-groom and do not need to be bathed, unless they have a skin condition which requires special treatment. Also, like people, mice can get diarrhea. For humans in developed countries with access to clean water, this is usually not a life-threatening condition. For mice though, it can be. Once a mouse gets diarrhea, since it is so small, it can very easily lose too much liquid, causing dehydration, and die. Handling. Although mice are small animals and care must be taken to avoid injury, they are also surprisingly robust and inquisitive. Once out of the cage, many enjoy running along their owner's arms, investigating pockets, or just sitting on the owner's lap and grooming. Some mice also tolerate gentle petting. Care must be taken, as mice have poor eyesight and may try to lean too far over an edge and fall. Care must especially be taken when being handled by small children, as they may be overly rough. Fancy mice very rarely bite except when hurt or very frightened. Biting behavior may result from improper handling, as they are generally considered non-aggressive. Mice, especially males who are wild and territorial, have a greater likelihood of biting unfamiliar people. Unfortunately, mice cannot be house-trained and will often defecate and urinate while first being handled, especially if they are nervous. The feces of a healthy mouse consist of a relatively innocuous solid pellet a few millimeters long. However, their urine is often pungent, particularly with males, and can stain fabric.